Good morning and welcome. It's the midweek edition Wednesday on Wake Up Nigeria. It's also the 1st of November 2023.
Happy new month to everyone. Happy new month to you.
Happy new month. It's November and whoa, the year has gone. That's it for me. It has run through and wow.
What's your favorite time of the year though?
Oh, definitely Christmas. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. We are counting down to the Christmas holiday. And, well, as always here on the show, it is the humdinger of the week. Wondering what you have been up to. What have you been up to, Mike? Have you been able to start achieving the things that you set out to achieve this week?
Leave achievements, no motivation for today. Just day as a day. Just day yourself. Just day as a day. If you want quit, quit. It's not everything will continue. But you know what?
Hard, right?
You know what? Yeah, just chill, sit back, relax. It's a Wednesday morning. We're here to set the pace and get you into starting your day. My name is Mike Mesikeno.
And I am Email Kocha. Remember that you can watch us live on GOTV channel 16 and UHF 49.
Of course, we're online. It's at TVC Connect on social media. Hit us up and you can be a part of it. If you want to engage directly with us, the hashtag is WakeUpNigeria_ontvc.
Yes, and of course on the show today we've got so much packed, guys. You don't want to miss any part of it. But we're starting off with relationship. We have Aremo Oluwatobi. He's a certified relationship and marriage coach and mentor, passionate about God, love, and relationships. And this morning we will be talking about when to know you're heading towards divorce.
We have two black on the show today for a performance this morning. And then we also will be talking about the upcoming Amuwo Games on the show today.
And we also have Damlala Ogunsi joining us also on the show later.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the first of a new month, and you know, I was going through. I think that was some few days back. We were talking about how the year has gone so far for them and all of that, and how it has come to another year. And a lot of people are just thankful to be alive up to this point. And for different people, it's different goals. For some people, maybe they have to build a business, they have to do something and all that. For some people, just staying alive is for them. You know, so whichever one you are, don't come and kill yourself.
Right. I think one of the things that I have done, or I have been very intentional about the most this year, is gratitude. Being grateful for everything, for life, for family, for friends.
Okay. The news of the Wake Up Nigeria, Mike Mesikeno. A supplementary appropriation bill of 2.176 trillion naira has scaled second reading in the Senate. President Tinubu had on Tuesday written to the Senate to approve the sum to respond to challenges of insecurity, infrastructure, and make further provisions for palliative measures to cushion the economic hardship faced by vulnerable Nigerians. National Assembly correspondent Tijesu Adeoye reports.
The day's proceedings begins with an executive communication from President Bola Tinubu.
Almighty God, ruler of heaven and earth.
President Bola Tinubu is seeking the Senate's approval for a 2.176 trillion supplementary budget. President Tinubu says these funds will be used to respond to insecurity challenges, enhance infrastructure, especially federal roads, labor demands, and student loans.
Bringing this supplementary bill that tend to address very critical issues of the Nigerian economy, from defense to decayed infrastructure, from roads to even the palliatives.
The lawmakers say their oversight duties is a priority, as they will be demanding professionalism and accountability to prevent misappropriation of funds.
The government decided to take its time to study its challenges and areas that need funding. It took time. And so it decided that the challenges we face in the area of security, agriculture, and our infrastructure should be dealt with.
The bill further provides for the sum of 5.5 billion naira only for the funding of the takeoff of the Student Loans Board, as well as 8 billion naira for the takeoff grants of new ministries. These estimates let us support our committees, the relevant committees of this chamber, to exercise proper oversight. And which is why I'm also of the view that let us follow our rules as to the budget, as to the passage of the budget. This is a money bill. It's a very important bill.
The Senate has also received the 2024 to 2026 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework and Fiscal Strategy paper for its consideration and approval. In view of economic realities, and they anticipate the presentation of the 2024 budget. Tijesu Adeoye, TVC News.
The president has initiated peace moves to reconcile differences between the governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, and his predecessor, who is now the minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike. The president's efforts at restoring peace in the politically restive situation of Rivers State was made during the closed session of the Nigerian Police Council meeting at the presidential villa in Abuja. The governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, told State House correspondents that President Tinubu's intervention is expected to restore peace to the oil-rich state. He said governors of the People's Democratic Party in attendance at the meeting were impressed by the president's desire to settle the political conflict in Rivers State and commended him for showing leadership. Now to foreign news. Gaza's Interior Ministry says an Israeli airstrike has hit apartment blocks in a residential area of a Jabalia refugee camp in northern Gaza, killing and wounding hundreds. Director of nearby Indonesian hospital says at least 50 people were killed. Israeli troops pushed deeper into Gaza, with witnesses reporting heavy clashes after tanks reached a residential area in Gaza City. Bombardments reported across the besieged territory as Prime Minister Netanyahu rejected calls for a ceasefire. At least 8,525 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza in Israeli attacks since October 7. More than 1,400 people have been killed in Israel. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. We'll be back in a bit.
Like Minister of God.
Okay, if you're wondering what's amusing us this morning, there's this video of a particular female cleric that's been circulating the socials, especially X. And it got a lot of people talking. Even celebrities have weighed in on the matter. So she said quite a lot. There was quite a lot that she shared. And she talked about, she was actually referring, in that message, she was referring to single women, single ladies. And she talked about how, you know, single women should be a little more out there, outgoing, you know, instead of focusing too much on prayer meetings, not looking good. You go out, meet people, you know, wear makeup, look good. But what really triggered a lot of people was when she said, cover your natural hair.
Natural hair is not selling.
Invest in a wig. Natural hair is not selling. Invest that money in a wig. Look good. And then everybody, well, a lot of women, even men actually, feel triggered by it. That why we should be saying, what's wrong with that? This is how, you know, women are telling, we're telling, you know, young girls not to be proud of their natural hair. Yeah. And then people have been posting pictures of, you know, their natural hair. Maybe I should even take off this wig and show my own natural hair.
Oh my goodness, like maybe you said that, the first thing that came to my mind was actually take off my wig.
Yeah, like, you know, because to be honest, natural hair is liberating.
I was actually admiring your cornrows this morning when
Thank you. Thank you.
But last, at the end, you are not still wearing the wig. So,
Mike,
what she was saying,
tempt me on
no,
this
it's not
show.
what tempt me on fire. What I'm saying is that what did she say that was so wrong, that was getting a lot of people so
a lot of people triggered, right?
Because as it stands, I mean, we look at the hair market. The hair market is so big. It is a saturated market. Almost a lot of people who are selling hairs and a lot of people who are making money from selling hairs. That tells you that there is a demand for it.
That is not the point. I don't see that as a point. I see it, she's saying there's nothing wrong. Yeah, of course, we go to several marriage meetings and all of that. People talk about how you should socialize. You should literally go out and meet people and all of that. Now, another thing that actually is coming to my mind, or it came to my mind as I was listening to her, is the fact that, yeah, see, right now, there are preachers. There are a lot of people. The Bible whom I said at the end times, people shall, yeah. But the point now is, especially as an African woman, right? Africans have fought years to be accepted the way they are. There are companies that people actually get employed in, and then they can't have their hair the way it is because it is what? It is full, it is in everybody's face, packaged,
it's frisky.
or covered, it's frisky. We've not, hello, when I was growing up, I know there was a relaxing pandemic. You have to have relaxed your hair, if not, you were not. We're literally slowly coming to the point of accepting our hair in its natural form. And then you see an African Nigerian woman telling girls that, okay, to attract a man, you should literally cover your hair. Natural hair is not said. She's not even talking about whether it's relaxed hair or like kinky hair.
She just said
cover your hair. Natural hair is not selling. Come on. She's talking about, okay, draw your brows. Nobody say, if makeup is your prerogative, fine. If it's, she's like, look good. Does that mean people that literally don't make up and don't do
will not attract husbands?
Like, come on now, like that's for me. That is the focus. Like,
I don't see, and the reason why I don't know why people are getting triggered on that issue is, she was talking about putting yourself in a situation where you are attractive. You understand? Putting yourself in a situation where you are attractive and where people can be attracted to you. And as it stands now, the standards of beauty for a woman are all the things that she said, and that is what it is. They're all the things that she said. And so because of that...
The standard of a woman are everything that she said?
Basically.
You mean a standard of a woman is not in wearing of human hair or in the makeup that I have on? That is not the standard. We need to come to...
Your woman is what she
said. Because you see, let's look at it this way. You all do makeup. You all use the hairs.
For television.
On television or not. You make up, whether it's television or not. Why are you doing it on television? Because you want to look appreciable to the audience.
No, there is a standard. There is a standard that is amiable to everyone, but there is also a standard. A standard of beauty or a standard of how women should look or how they should be seen and appreciated. This, first of all, comes from a place of self-love and awareness. Because whatever, and I tell my little girls every single day, because there are times where they would wear beautiful clothes and they will come in front of the mirror, or when they, yesterday, 2 days ago, they made their hair. And they were like, Mommy, I look beautiful, I've had my hair done. And I said to them, you need to realize that your beauty is not attached to the things that you wear or how your hair looks. Your beauty is from the inside. You need to, first of all, appreciate how you look, whether you look good, whether your hair is being done, whether your hair is being made, even when you're wearing, close to nothing. You should appreciate yourself every single time. And in how you appreciate yourself is how people will also appreciate you.
That's how you appreciate yourself. Outside, when they're watching, they're not looking at MM's inside beauty.
But people can actually... Nobody... But you know that, Mike, people can actually even tell if you really love yourself by how you look.
There's a life lesson I tell that I learned one time. Look, the way you see things is not the way people see things. It is not... Someone tells you don't judge a book by its cover. That's for you. But the world will judge you by your cover. And
does the cover have to be...
You understand? Don't judge people by their cover. No, don't judge people by their cover. That's for you. That's a lesson that you have to take so that you can get the best out of life. But understand that people will judge you by what they see.
If they say, look, if she says look presentable,
that is what it is.
That outrightly saying natural hair does not sell.
So,
come on now.
Does it?
Come on. Yes, it does. How many times have I come on this set with my natural hair and you guys get thrown away? How would you?
Does it? That is you.
Exactly. So
that is you.
If you're
I'm looking at when you someone says there's something called probability over possibility. Can you succeed without going to school? Yes. What is the probability? Yes, you can look good. Yes, there's a standard. A lot of girls look good without their natural hair. But the standards now, by probability, there are more people that rate the standards. I mean, go out. You said something. So you go to a firm. You want to get a job.
Mike Wiz, do
you understand?
I hear what you're
saying. But it is that standard that has been set.
Do you know that she's literally she didn't say it, but I literally hear people and get BBL. Do you know?
Oh, wow, okay.
No, seriously, now, because it's standard. It's what everybody's doing. So let's jump on.
Let's get a Kim K body now.
Everybody has done. In Lagos, all the girls look the same because all their body shapes are the same. Seriously.
Right. Is BBL that cheap now?
No, Seriously, literally.
Yeah, but
Come on.
But hey, we need to begin to appreciate ourselves the way we look, and also spread that gospel of self-love and appreciating. Basically, appreciate how should the standard of beauty look? What should we look up to? What should it be? I think most importantly, it's appreciating yourself, whether you have natural hair or not. Just however you look, be beautiful or be, love yourself either ways. We have to go on a quick break now. Let us know your thoughts on all our social media platforms at TVC Connect. Do not forget to use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. We'll be right back. And we are back. Thanks for staying with us. With me in the kitchen this morning is Chef K. And he's making Chicken Alfredo pasta. One of my favorite pastas I love. We are still sort of setting up, but hey, you know what? Go ahead and talk about the ingredients for our recipe this morning.
Okay, all right. Good morning, everyone. Now, here we're making chicken pasta, and we have our ingredients here. So, this is our white sauce. I made this with roux and cream.
Roux, what's roux?
Roux is a mixture of butter and flour.
Okay.
Same quantity.
Okay.
Now, we have the cheddar cheese. This is the cheddar cheese. This is our fresh thyme.
Okay.
This is the salt that we'll be using. This is our chicken fillet.
Okay.
This is actually chicken breast. Now, this is the parsley. The pasta. Pasta is called penne.
Okay.
This is penne pasta. And my bell peppers are here as well. And here we also have the garlic, which I'll be using for the sauce.
Okay. And so where do we begin? What are we starting with?
All right. We start with the pasta.
Okay. So what are we doing first with the pasta?
So first we get water.
Okay.
Then we boil that, add a little bit of salt.
Okay.
So we cook the pasta till al dente. So al dente is like cooking soft to taste. Yeah, soft to touch.
Okay.
So that's it.
And then once that's ready, what do we do next?
Okay, once that is ready, we'll go ahead and finish our sauce. Like
Finish
I said,
it. How do you mean?
Okay, this sauce has been pre-made.
Okay.
Like I said earlier. So here we use the roux and the cream.
Roux and cream.
So now to finish it up, I'll be adding more cream and more cheese.
Okay. I even want to see what this roux looks like. Now, talk to us how you came about this mix.
All right. The roux. Now, to make roux, you use flour and butter, the same quantity. If you're gonna
Is this a must-have for every Alfredo pasta?
It's not a must. If you're using cooking cream,
Okay.
you can go ahead and omit the roux.
Okay.
Now, the roux is a sauce thickener. So,
Okay.
in order to get the sauce thickened, so the pasta will stick. So that's why I used roux. That's why I started with the roux.
Okay. So it's
after
called
making-
a roux.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have your flour. So talk to us. How do you make a roux?
All right. So first you start with the butter.
Okay.
Melt
The butter.
So what I did here, I used 15 grams of butter and 15 grams of flour.
Okay.
Now, after melting the butter, then you add the flour in as well. So you mix until it is the right color you want. Now, the color, since it is a white sauce, I made white roux.
Okay.
So it won't affect the
All
sauce.
right.
It won't change the
If you
color.
missed out on the ingredients earlier on, guys, it's right there on your screen. With me is Chef K, and we are making, he's making Alfredo chicken pasta. One of my favorite dishes because I absolutely love pasta. Okay, so let's begin cooking. So now that we have, what are we doing with the vegetables? Because I see red, green, yellow bell peppers.
All right, I'm going to be cutting the vegetables.
Okay, into strips or into...
Strips, yeah.
Okay.
So after cutting in strips, I'm going to saute it just to give it extra flavor. Then I'll add it to the sauce.
Okay, okay. All right, great. I see you're making use of a lot of cheese. I see cheddar here, I see Parmesan, and that's a lot of cheese.
Yes, actually. Alfredo pasta, yeah. Alfredo pasta is mainly
A cheese meal. That's what makes up the
mainly
meal.
Parmesan, actually.
Okay, all
But
right.
I'm going to be using Parmesan, cheddar, and mozzarella just
That's
to
a
give it extra
lot of
flavor.
cheese, and it sort of seems like a very rich and, luxurious recipe. I'm super excited about this. But hey, while we're getting things prepped up here in the kitchen, let's head over to the couch for the newspaper review with Winfrey and Mike.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you, just to put out there, when I met my husband, I was on my natural hair. Continue. All right, now it's time for us to take some newspaper headlines.
The first headline would take natural hair,
Yeah.
do's and don'ts. What? Maybe it's still going on about this. She's
Yes,
not ready
I
to let
am.
it go.
I
But
totally
yeah,
am.
let's take a look at the papers. Yeah, probably start from Punch.
Yes, it's not from Punch. And here we have, for the major headlines, we have River crisis. Now, Tinubu PDP governors stop Fubara's removal, protesters arrested. We have that on page 2. And for the writers, we have PDP governors excited as Tinubu intervenes. Wike receives Niger Delta leaders, mum over crisis. We have protesters, police clash at speaker's residence. Fubara's Kingsmen seek Rivers CP's removal. And at the top left there, we have federal government's budgets, 552.6 billion naira for arms anti-terror fight. We have that on page 25. Senate launches fresh probe into naira redesign. Very important. Page 7 to the right there, we have Lagos secures $1.3 billion for 4th mainland bridge. Others 43. I think that was one that would pick Mike's interest.
Why would he pick my interest?
Yeah, because 4th mainland bridge, traffic,
When
start
will it be
today.
ready?
Come on. Give me something.
Did you tell about your experience on Saturday?
Oh my God.
Did you?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but I maybe just want to mention what we saw unfold in River State over the past 2 days and all of that. It's not what we want for a democracy. You understand? The democracy is a government by the people and all about what the people want, and hopefully there's a resolution to that crisis.
Oh, definitely.
And of course, for the 4th mainland bridge and all of that, I would say that yes, it's good to do more roads, but if we also spend time to maintain what we already have.
Yes.
You already get
because,
it.
Yeah, definitely.
If we maintain what we already have, in fact, it would ensure that there is, maintain it, and then we know how to allocate the traffic officials in such a way that they can comment what we have can serve better than it is now. Yeah. It's not optimum, but it will serve better than what it is, because a lot of the problems we have now are bad roads.
Yes.
Or roads being constructed and then there is no proper management.
Exactly. Actually, very true. Because, I mean, there's no point in constructing a new bridge, which is totally needed. I won't say it is not, so to create more traffic alternatives. But then again, it needs to be managed properly. So totally looking forward to that one. Now, I want to speak briefly on the Senate launch fresh probe into the Naira redesign. Now, that is a very, very interesting one. I definitely cannot wait to see what that unfolds like. Yeah, because I mean that literally puts us under a whole lot of pressure. So now for there to be a probe, meaning there are some things that begin to come to the light, and I honestly cannot wait for the revelations to start rolling out. Now we have appeal court clears Sylvia for Bayelsa Poll, fines challenger 1 million naira. We have that on page 42. Oyam Dam, Ogun communities panic over fresh flooding. Page 4 and 6. Zenith Bank Q3 profits rises to 505 billion naira. And of course, Mike, you like to take Daily Trust?
Okay, yeah, we'll have the cash scarcity returns to Kano and Borno State. Banks ration withdrawals, ATMs run dry. Old notes will be phased out December 31st. That's CBN official, and of course, that's related to what you were talking about.
Yeah.
There definitely has to be a probe, because what was all the...
What was going on?
What was it? What was it for? To what end? Abuja BDC operators deny Naira crunch. And we can see here Governor Malabuni building a stronger post-insurgency in Yobe State, and that's talking about the security issues in the northern part of the country there. That is what you can catch on the Daily Trust.
Daily Trust, yes.
Okay.
And for The Guardian, we have MDA's firm shun local data centers, spend scarce FX abroad. We have that on page 6. And of course, below that, we have calm in rivers as Tinubu negotiates ceasefire in Wike Fubara field. We have that on page 6 as well. Of course, to the right of that, we have Ubi Flays, executive criminal mindedness seeks parliamentary system. We have that on page 3. Below that, we have Akeredolu and governance void in Ondo State. Okay. We have that on page 16. Nigerians spend $975 million daily on online betting. Okay, and
Which page is that?
That you'll be really interested.
Where is that?
Mike.
Okay.
So why would you believe the figures?
Ah.
Makes sense to you?
$975 million daily.
Daily.
Where's the $975 million?
Daily.
Not naira.
Not naira, dollars.
Okay.
Okay.
Who put? Well, that will be page 2.
Yes.
To understand further what is there.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. Yeah. And then moving on to the final paper, The Nation, for today, and we have there just above the flag of the paper there, Natasha is Kogi Central Senator. This is Senate gets 4th woman, and this caused quite some celebration on social media yesterday after this was announced. Motion on injunction, court fires Ayedatiwa. Case adjourned to November 7th. And Court of Appeal, we can see there Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi 2023. That's talking about the upcoming supplementary elections. Yeah. Court of Appeal restores Timipre Silva to the ballot. Ensure peaceful poll. Diri urges security agencies. And rising insecurity in Kogi worries SDP and APC running mate under fire. And of course, the major headline there: Fubara Wike feud. Tinubu PDP governors mediate. Of course, we saw some unsavory videos. In fact, the particular one where it seemed like the governor was being he was being water pumped.
Yeah.
It didn't look quite good and all of that. And I was like, oh wow, how is this happening? But hopefully, the mediation from the president and the PDP governors would help to calm that particular feud. What we have here is that governors praise president for intervention in crisis and freedom for judiciary. Supreme Court verdict has closed 2023 elections.
All right, and that's basically all we have for the newspaper headlines today. Make sure you check them out. But now, still so much more to come right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Do stay with us. We'll be right back. We're still here on your favorite breakfast show of all time, Wake Up Nigeria. It's still a Wednesday morning, and you know on Wednesdays we like relationship conversations. So today I have with me Mr. Aremo Olalekan Oluwatobi. Now he is a certified relationship and marriage coach and mentor, passionate about God, love, relationships, marriages, and life transformation. Now he runs the Marriage Academy, where he and his wife offers premarital and marital education for intending and married couples respectively. Now we have a very interesting topic today, and we're discussing when it looks like divorce is around the corner. What do we do? Good morning, Mr.
Good morning.
Well, welcome back to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you for having me.
So now, this question we are talking about today. Why? Why? Why?
Why?
Tell me, yes.
Why the question? Why is it important?
Yes, now, like, why is it important to have this conversation? When it looks like, first of all, how do we know when it looks like divorce is right around the corner? How? Why?
It's possible to know. You know, it's like how you can go to an exam hall knowing if you fail or if you pass. Okay? Sometimes you just expect some magic to happen. You hope that they will set a question for you that you will buy. Okay? You didn't prepare. Okay? So there are actually some signs that can show that a couple is on the brink of divorce.
Can you give us
one of the key things you always find is there is usually communication breakdown.
Okay.
That's like one key thing that almost all of them would have. When either there's complete communication breakdown where we are not even talking to ourselves, okay, there is the level of we are in the same house, but maybe we are now passing paper. That one is even on a lesser spectrum. Okay. There's now we are not talking to ourselves at all.
When you say passing paper, you mean like instead of like having verbal communication?
Yes, you give a child to go and give it to the husband or send a text message kind of thing, okay? Or where you don't even want to deal with yourself anymore. Basic conversations you can't have. So communication breakdown is always one key sign to show that there's something wrong.
Wow, communication breakdowns. So instead of thinking, okay, fine, divorce is around the corner, why not just prop your mind to, okay, maybe trying to figure it out?
The issue most times...
automatic that it has to go down that path?
No. Most times the issue is that most people already have a notion that if this marriage doesn't work, I will step out, unfortunately. Now, unfortunately, we don't do that with every of our lives. Okay, if you're at work and you're trying to get a job done, and your boss is on your neck, you're not getting the job, you will look for how to get it done. But somehow it seems that when it comes to marriage, people always feel, if I'm not getting it right, I'm getting out.
Their mind's already tuned to the option.
Exactly. So when there's an option B of stepping out, there's a likelihood that that is the option you think of when there's a sign of trouble.
Wow. I mean, that makes sense because they say if you're in a burning house and all the doors are locked or there are no doors and windows, you will find a way to put out the fire.
Yeah.
But when you see the windows,
exactly.
get wind from outside.
And unfortunately,
Right.
that's very rampant these days. Many people just think, okay, I can just check out when I want to. But it has a lot of issues with that.
Okay, so now at that point, it's back to the topic of today. Now,
Yeah.
it looks like, divorce is around the corner. What do you think? What's in your advice would be the best thing to do or best few things to start doing?
Okay, so one of the key things is always to restore communication. Okay, now this can be done in diverse ways because usually when we can get the couples to speak, then there is hope. Okay, because there are situations where, say, one party wants to speak, the other party doesn't want to talk. You still can't achieve so much. Okay, so first thing is usually to restore communication. And they can do that either by speaking to a professional, okay, or if they can actually get themselves to sit down and even have a conversation, then we are on a journey to restoring. Because when you think about it, before we got here, we used to be in a good place. So if we could have gotten here, that means we can reverse. What did we stop doing that got us here? Okay, and one of those things is communication. So restoring communication is one key thing that can be done. Two, also is, let them speak to a professional. Now, in this side of the world, we think that I don't want anybody in my business. Okay?
Yes. I say that a lot.
But you don't want anybody in your business. You have people you call your work mentor, your career mentors that when you have issues, you go to them to talk about. Now, you still don't want people in your issues. If you have financial issues, there are people that you run to help you. But why is it that when it comes to marriage in itself, we are always particular about, I don't want people in my issues?
Okay, so I'll pause you there, just
All
pause.
Right.
Because, I mean, there are several times you see a couple that have literally been together for the longest time, and they ask them, okay, what is one of your secrets? And they always actually mention, oh, we keep our issues and matters between us.
Yeah.
Now, when you go further and probe, they'll now tell you that, oh, because, I mean, you're trying to, I mean, in a financial situation, you're the only one there, right, with your finances or with your work and all of that. But in a marriage situation, there's another person. So meaning that there are two sides to the story.
Yeah.
And you will only tell the story from your own side and where it hurts you.
Yes.
And that might actually cast a different light. So,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying.
The underlying principle for that is, now you're not talking to just anybody. It's always important that couples can agree to say that when we are in trouble, this is the one person we can speak with.
Okay.
That both of them, husband and wife, have decided that anytime we're in trouble and we've tried to solve it, this is the one person that we can speak to that can help us solve the situation. Okay. Now, it will be trouble if the wife has someone else, the husband has someone else. Now, two of them are speaking their own side of the stories. And usually, particularly if they're even speaking to family, their families would always want to be on their side. Yeah. So it's always best that, as I would say, speak to a professional. Why? The person is concerned about your relationship. The person doesn't have a personal interest in two of you per se, but they are looking for how to restore more than how to help somebody win. Okay? So that is so it's always important that we find one neutral person.
It's not like, okay.
No, so it's not like it's any random person, a friend, a family member. No.
Okay.
Speak to somebody professionally and they can provide help.
Okay, so now, quickly, are there other things to do while...
Okay, so when we've restored communication and they've spoken to a professional, then one of the things that the professional tells them usually is they'll find out what are the key issues. So they now begin to deal with these issues.
With those issues.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Arimo. I mean, it was very concise, but then it's straight to the point, and we understand the message loud and clear. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely having you next week again,
yes.
Right? Amazing. Okay, do not go anywhere. Still so much to come right here on Wake Up Nigeria. I think we're going to the kitchen. What's happening?
Our Alfredo chicken pasta is what's happening here in the kitchen with Chef K getting to work, right? Chef K, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Great?
Yeah.
Great. Now, let's run through the ingredients once again. Tell us where we're at. Let's go.
All right. Right now I'm boiling the pasta.
Okay. And we're making use of what pasta again?
Penne.
Penne pasta. Good. And I see that we're grating our cheese. What
Yeah.
cheese is that?
So the mix here is mozzarella, cheddar, and parmesan.
Parmesan. Okay, let's run through the other ingredients for our recipe and, let's get...
All right. So this particular mix. This is the black pepper and anise, blended black pepper and anise. So I mixed that together. That's what I
Okay.
used to season the
Our chicken. Okay.
And then I added a little bit of salt as well.
Okay. I
So-
see that there are no seasoning cubes here.
No, we don't use that.
Ooh, from the culinary school himself, Chef K. Let's talk about
The fresh thyme.
fresh thyme. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll be using the thyme
Okay.
for the pasta.
Okay.
And also I'll be using it to baste
The chicken. Okay. Okay. Now, when do we begin? When do we get this to time?
I'll start searing this
Okay. So,
after this is done.
okay. So I'm guessing it doesn't take a lot of time.
No, I just seasoned it so the salt and black pepper can penetrate.
Okay. Okay. And let's talk again about our roux.
Okay. The white sauce. This is what we'll actually be using. This is the main sauce for the pasta. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just adding extra cheese so that it will be more creamy and more flavorful.
And more flavorful.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And do we have to use all of this cheese when making the Alfredo pasta, or we can use one of either?
For Alfredo, it is mainly Parmesan.
Okay.
But for more flavor, we're using
A combination
Parmesan,
of the three
everything.
of them. Okay. And if you want to add more cheese, which other option?
You can always add more.
What other option would you suggest?
You can use feta cheese
Feta cheese. Okay.
or Gouda.
Gotto. I never heard of that one before, but hey, when you have a chef in the building, you get to learn so much about food, about culinary. Interesting. Okay, so right now we're waiting for our pasta to become al dente, right?
Yeah.
And then we begin pan-searing our chicken and getting everything ready. On your screen, in a minute or in a second right there are the ingredients for our Alfredo chicken pasta. If you missed out on them earlier on, this would be a good time to go grab your pen and paper and begin to scribble them down. If it's something that you would love, to make over the weekend or maybe even today, do not forget to tag us on all our social media platforms at TVC Connect. Also use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria_TVC, guys. We want to make sure that you are a part of what we're doing here in the kitchen. And well, things are getting really, started here in the kitchen. I'm enjoying every bit of it, but we'll have to go on a quick break because it is the top of the hour. We'd like you to stay with us. We'll be right back.
By the way, we are putting together a volleyball team. MM will not be part of that team. Zainab will manage, yeah. She can be on the bench. The captain of the female volleyball team will be Winfrey, of course.
Whatever, Mike. There are other things that we are
The captain
good
will be
at.
Ada and Winfrey will be vice captain. But MM will just give us.
These
Well, welcome
hands
back.
are too delicate, to
Welcome.
be, for any hard activity like volleyballing.
Yep, it's the second lap of Wake Up Nigeria. If you missed the first lap, you missed quite a lot. But hey, come on, we'll make the second one worth your while.
Well, we hope to, because we're here to please you as always with amazing content packed. And the next 45 minutes is going to be worth your while.
Okay, all right, it's going to be a whole lot in store. Let's get to it. But just before that, of course, Chef K is setting up, looking wonderful. And then what's been happening in the kitchen?
Oh, so much has been going on. We're making Alfredo chicken pasta.
Oh,
Chef K
one of your
is
favorites, right?
Yeah, one of my favorite. And what I love most about it is his, deliberateness with every ingredient that he's working with.
Eh?
It's
It's quite busy there putting it up together. So well done, Chef K. And we're looking forward to what the Alfredo pasta and chicken breast, right?
Yes.
Will look like.
Chicken
All right.
breast, yes.
Well, my name is Mike Messicano.
And I am MM Email Kochet. Don't just watch, guys. We want you to engage with us. Join the conversation. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria_TVC on all our socials as well.
Definitely. So buckle up. Let's get to the second part of what we have on the show for you today. Of course, we're going to have birthday shout-outs. We're going to be celebrating you and your loved ones. Stick around for that.
And for a musical performance, we have Afrobeat sensation Ogedi Nathaniel, popularly known as Too Black.
Sheon Ayeni will be here, the organizer of Amuwo Games, and we'll be talking about what their plan is for this year.
And finally, joining us on the couch is Damilola Ogunsi, known as the Goldfish. She's a first-class actor, compere, voiceover artist, and actor who's passionate about his craft. And well, we'll hear about his journey so far, his latest movie, Adire, currently showing in the cinemas later on.
Out of our town.
All right, so yeah, volleyball team and all of that. Yeah, like we said, vice captain Zainab. You're anticipating him. But how? I think it's spoken about your experience on Saturday.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Actually, that's true.
You want to talk about it? You want to talk about
The
it?
experience afterwards was more grueling. So
cleaned out
it wiped out the entire
oh my
experience.
But it was a good experience to hang out and to see how sports inclined Winfrey is, and of course for effort and all that.
Of course was.
Yeah?
And of course was.
And of course, now. She tried now. You do know people who came out.
I made the effort.
She made, and
that was my first time playing volleyball.
And
It was my first time playing volleyball.
She made a desire, even though
So
she
in your
knows.
mind, you played.
Yes, proudly.
In your mind,
I did.
She played.
I played. I shot. You know what?
You know
I'm
the
going to
code.
get the video, and I'm going to
You are not a
post
tree.
it.
You can move. That was the highlight.
No, I see. I want to give it up for her because even when the first time she didn't try, second time she just
I
still went
kept on
on,
trying.
and then she went
And
to
you
Yes.
pressed
try.
a nail at some point.
Yes, I
Yeah.
did, and it
Yes.
still aches actually. But please, this
Oh,
is
yes, that is
this
true.
is something to your. Please don't play volleyball with.
Or any.
needles
So
on.
let me.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
and I want to say generally, yeah,
universe.
for women. For women who play sports and all of that, there's a lot of sports you can not play with your nails.
Yeah.
So I think that for you to be even at the gym, for you to be
Yes,
physically
yes,
active,
yes.
your nails have to be maybe easily taken off,
Yeah.
or maybe
Yeah.
you can take them
Stick
off
on or
easily and
something,
put them back on
Just
when
so
you
you don't
need
hurt yourself.
them to be, which still brings me back to natural hair and natural nail. It's the same
So,
thing.
Mike, I'll tell you this, right? Now, there is no problem if for change of style, you want to trigger me.
Okay.
For change of
Isn't that
style,
trigger?
yes. And of course, I also see wigs. Personally, I see wigs as preservation. The truth is that the weather in Nigeria is really harsh.
Aha,
I cannot
now that's another
constantly keep
angle.
on taking my hair through washing, blow drying, all of that, then the sun, everything. It won't, it will break. Do you understand? We have Harmattan, we have several seasons. It will break. So when I wear a wig, I'm protecting my hair, allowing my edges to grow, allowing it to be healthy and everything. So
And
that is
on
my...
that note.
All right, that's my director giving us some soundtrack mixing there. All right, so now just before you saw the clips of that, the Amuwo Games, of course, we had 2 Black with that wonderful performance there to set us into the tone. Now it's Amuwo Games, and this has been something that's been going on for years. We have Sheon Ayeni, the organizer of the biggest sports and games festival. They say the biggest now, maybe the biggest individual when it comes to organized in Lagos, because I've not seen anyone that's been this consistent and so big for a while. Sheon Ayeni, it's great to have you. Welcome.
Thank you for having me again.
Again, so this is the fourth year. It's been on, and you have been doing this. What is the objective? Let's start from there. For those who don't know about it or who have never come across, what was the objective for setting up Amuwo Games and doing this?
Okay, we have 3 objectives that we've been able to.
16 trillion tournaments, 8 teams, and action-packed cricket. This year's Amuwo Games is set to be a game changer.
To give my all to make Amuwo proud.
This event brings our community together, teaching our youth values through sport.
Say no to drugs!
Amuwo Games 2022 is not just about sport, it's about unity, culture, and of course, saying
For the full festival calendar and updates, visit us on wikisportsfestival.com.
For further inquiry, visit us on any of the contact details on your screen.
All right, sorry about that slight issue with audio. We're back. Now, Sheon Ayeni, yes, we're talking about it. What was the objective for setting up Amuwo Games?
Okay, it's about communal unity, sportsmanship, and then youth development. So these 3 things have been our drive over the years.
And, oh, yes, now it's the 4th edition. How have you looking back at the previous 3, how would you say you have gone in terms of achieving that aim?
Yeah, we recorded successes in these different objectives at different levels. Of course, communal unity is up here because we now see people in the community talking about, hey guys, will you come to our place to host these games and all that? So the community is together on that. In fact, we're releasing a soundtrack with some of our legends in the community. So that's to tell you the community is coming together on that. On sportsmanship, of course, every year we keep seeing people getting to know each other, new athletes coming up, new people in the community, moving into the community, getting to take part in this. And then youth development, that was the major issue when we started in 2017. We saw the youths moving around with so much energy in the wrong direction, and we needed to channel that into something good. And I think we've been able to do that.
I like that. Now, this is the 4th edition. I know it normally runs for a month. Let's talk about the schedule of activities for this particular edition. Tell us about it.
Yeah, 1 month. All the Saturdays and Sundays in November. And, you know, we have 16 tournaments as usual. Football, volleyball, basketball, chess, Scrabble, swimming, cycling, even drafts. And video games, you know. We have tennis, lawn tennis, about 16. There's a women category, there's a men category for some sports. There are some age-graded sports for under 13. There are some for under 17, e.g. the chess and Scrabble and swimming.
Exactly.
So you can have younger people get discovered, I mean, talent and...
All right. What is the criteria to be a part of the games? Eligibility.
Eligibility.
How do you pick who is eligible to feature in the Amuwo games? Do you have to be resident in Amuwo?
Yes, for now it's for the Amuwo people.
But people didn't do mercenary. I will know mercenary. How do you verify that a particular person is resident in Amuwo?
So what we do is we have a strategy of getting this registration done. People don't know what we're about to do when they start registering. So they are sincere with what they're feeling in their form, which includes where they live. And once they get to feel where they live, our form automatically starts the screening from there. In fact, the 8 teams are zoned, grouped by where you live. So if you choose a place, you won't know that you've chosen your team already. And that's the way.
Well, but people can say I live in Festac in road 18, a bit close. This thing, and they just again. And meanwhile, the person living, but is Badagry, the person they stay.
Don't worry,
we get friends for Festac where they always visit and all that. Is there any way to verify?
Yes, there's a way to verify. In fact, the people of the community, once you are not part of them, because there's a screening going on right now. Before Saturday, the people get to meet themselves, know who is not in the community. Of course, if you are not there, they're going to say, hey, guy, where you they stay now? Why you one day this game? You know, all those kind of conversations are going on. And then when you get to the point of playing also, we get to do some screening with your ID cards. There's this medical screening we've done before now, just to check that you are okay to play in some of these games.
Wonderful, wonderful. And this is going to go on for this month and all of that. What are the high points? Are there prizes to be won? Of course, is it open for other people to come and partake? Do you have to register to maybe partake? Do you have to, is there a gate fee? All of that? Just
all right, there'll be a lot of side attractions. It's free for fans. It's free for the people also. Everything has been free. But then you can come in and participate. There'll be a lot of side attractions. You can do winnings. You can win things when the game is going on. Thankfully, some people have been able to come together to give us some things we are going to give out.
For those who participate in sports.
So trust me, all the venues will be interesting this year. There'll be winnings every time, even if you are not playing the actual sports. Just the side attraction winnings will be so much that you won't want to miss any of our games this month.
So Saturday, Sunday, every Saturday and Sunday in November. In November.
Yes.
Where is the venue? Where would these games be played in Amuwo?
So the highlights will be the opening ceremony, which usually starts with the torch parade. So we're going to parade with the torch from the local government to the FHA Sports Ground in 23 Road. That will be the venue for the opening ceremony and also the closing ceremony. However, other games will be happening in different places in Amuwo because of the facilities. Of course, the swimming will be in a hotel, Villa Park in Amuwo. And then we'll have chess and Scrabble. They are indoor games that happen in AMG Workspace. So different places will host different spaces.
So is there any, where can we get a general overview and information about the games if somebody just wants to?
Okay, we have a fantastic website.
Okay.
Minisportsfestival.com. It has everything you want to.
I want to know
the
about the games, yeah.
festival schedule is there.
Is there?
You just type in the name of and the sports you want to check. It's going to bring the date, time, and venue for you. So minisportsfestival.com. Then /calendar if you want.
All right, wonderful. This is us wishing you the best, and we like the idea that it is something that takes off the energy of people from the street.
Yeah.
I mean, during that kind of time, when there's communal living and all that, it's going to be hard for you to want to harm somebody you've played and had, you know, that kind of a camaraderie with. So well done.
Thank you.
And this is wishing you the best.
Thank you.
Hopefully this one is even a bigger success than the other.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to TVC. They've always been part of,
Yes,
this.
we have.
Yeah.
Well done. All right. Well, that's it. There are more games that's going to be happening every Saturday and Sunday in this month of November. If you live around there, how are the roads safe, by the way? So if people are coming from, that's another major
road
issue.
is good now.
Which road?
Our road is good. Not.
We'll talk about that one, but yeah, you know, you can access, like he said, the venues for the games. Now, that's what we can take on this one now. We'll take a time and I'll stay with us. Our final guest will be right up after this.
The man you're trying to rubbish. Or you need to be a little more specific because there are many men who want to be ruined by me.
I design underwear.
You're trading your faith for ordinary braziers?
Are you really going to judge someone you don't even know?
You that you're talking, do you know her?
Beautiful, beautiful movie there. And on the couch with us right here is Damilola Ogunsi. He is popularly known as the Goldfish.
Yes, of course. He is a first-class actor, compare voice of artist and voice actor who is passionate about his craft and many other things. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you. Thank you. Feels good to be here.
I absolutely love what you're wearing. Is that linen?
Yes, it is actually.
Love it. The detailing.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thank you so much. There's this dude called Jeff Urban. That guy makes me look like a miracle every time I step out.
Oh,
Totally amazing guy.
nice, lovely. All right, so I mean, we just saw your new recent movie, Adire. Talk to us about what it was like shooting.
All right, so you know, most of the time when we actors get to talk about the films we do, we come and say, man, it was blood, sweat, tears, you know, we really broke a spine. This one was in that direction, but this was more fun. We had a lot of fun on set filming this one. Fantastic actors. It's an eclectic mix of very good people. So it was very lovely story, beautiful script. This is one of those movies that Nigeria needs right now. It speaks to everyone. This is that movie where everyone will catch their sub, from churches to government to people to everyone. You will actually see yourself in this movie. So it's a beautiful story. It's well told, well acted, great character, great humor, great chemistry. We're so proud to have this one at the cinemas.
Okay, amazing. Great. And then speaking of which, the premiere was actually on Sunday. And of course, the reviews were still like really, really amazing. Now, so now talking about how easy it was to shoot, right, and execute. I mean, it seemed pretty star-studded, right? Because I actually noticed and spotted a few very interesting characters. Yeah, and people. So now, and you say it was easy to shoot. So now, would you say there was that struggle to perform? And you know how people are when you get that.
Okay, so I know where you're going with this, and you know we'll
talk about it.
Talk about it. But on this particular set, we didn't have that thing of, you know, everyone trying to outpitch one another. You know, that constant thing. Sometimes when you have lots of major actors in a movie, then everybody's trying to overdo.
Yes.
So this particular one, like Captain Dexy, who was the director, and Barbara, who was the producer. One of the things they created, Film One created, was like an air of camaraderie. So we had, it was more of a symbiosis. We were like feeding off each other. We loved the script. So the script itself was good enough, was fantastic. And we loved the story we were telling. And the good thing about it is that everyone had their own place to shine. So it wasn't like I was stealing your shine. No, everybody had their place to shine, but we focused on telling the real story this time than, you know, just trying to one-up each other. So it was more fun than fight.
Than fight.
It was more fun than fight.
All right. So now let's talk about, I mean, the Goldfish himself. Have you finally gotten that, you know, role that you've been gunning for?
No, I've not. To be very honest, no, I still haven't got
What are you looking for?
All right, so So there's to a very large extent, to be very honest with you, I still feel quite very underutilized in Nollywood.
Okay.
Like my range and what I can bring to table hasn't
Has not
fully
been
been explored.
yet, okay.
I like a lot of physicality and action as well. So I'm more of the James Bondy kind of person. Actually, my dream role is to play James Bond. Actually.
Yeah, but you did something similar with the Gangs of Lagos, right? No, the Brotherhood.
No, Gangs of Lagos.
Gangs of Lagos. Oh, okay. Because it actually seems.
But that was
Yeah,
that
but
was
with
just
Gangs of Lagos,
that was just a
so
snippet.
I was expecting, you know, I mean, I saw a bit of that. So, I mean, at least you got to experience, you know, stunts, choreography, and all the, you know, physicalities that go into, you know, the character that you played.
Well, Gangs of Lagos was fantastic, but that was just a snippet. You know, I wasn't so it's, to really bring it out, I need a couple of films where I'm the leading man, where it's really action-based. But what I also plan to do is that next year, sometimes when it doesn't come, sometimes you bring it.
True.
So next time I have some things planned for next year that I'm actually going to bring.
Producing?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Okay.
So tell us,
All right.
yeah, exclusive here on Wake Up Nigeria.
Give us a snippet.
Give us exactly
So
your words.
basically, it's going to be a lot of, like I told you, I'm action inclined. So there are two areas I want to touch next year.
Okay.
It's the romantic side.
Romance.
Yes, to play a romantic side. Lover boy, that kind of, you know, lover boy.
Okay.
That kind of vibe, that kind of Casanova kind of vibe. Then also the action sequences, cars, explosion, stunts, car stunts especially. I'm a car enthusiast, so there has to be a lot of that. Fights, choreography, jump off buildings, do some really... so next year, I want to bring it.
Okay, now that you have, you know, sort of, you've been in the industry for a while, like you have experienced, you know, different genres of, you know, of the film industry. And we've seen a few movies, you know, that have showed stunts, car explosion, all of that. Do you think we are where we are meant to be in that regard?
No.
And what can we do better, especially because, you know, you are also, you know, toying in that line of, you know, producing your own movie?
So the thing is, like they say, a journey of 1,000 leagues starts with a step, right? The thing we have to all admit and celebrate is the fact that Nollywood has evolved. We have moved. I mean, we can't compare ourselves to Hollywood yet. The budgets and all the kind of things. We watch most of these movies, Mission Impossible, you hear maybe $200 million budget. By the time you convert that to Nigeria, that's, you know what that is. So at the moment, we've not gotten there, but we have really moved. We have set sail and departed from the shores of what we used to do. So we're actually evolving and we're getting there. If you notice, every action film tends to be better than the last one. So we are always upping the ante every time we do it. So I'm telling you that by 2025, what will be coming out of Nollywood, then by 2030, by the end of this decade, what we will be producing. Because right now, if you notice, you have everybody coming in. We got Paramount here, Netflix is here, Prime is here. We know that Disney is going to show up. Disney has done some Yoruba thing that's coming out next year. They're going to keep coming. Africa is where it's at.
It is.
Yeah, it's where it's at.
Future.
So yes, in another
so now,
couple of
considering
years.
the fact that you already spoke of money, right, talking about budgets and all of that, now you're preparing to produce your own movie, right? And with the state of Nigeria, now you literally said convert. And I was trying to convert, and the zeros were not ending. So
I didn't want you to do it.
How would you say now, with the economic situation in Nigeria, would you say it's affecting the movie industry, the pay for, I mean, what you do, an actor, production, of course, as an actor, and of course, as a producer planning your own movie? How would you say it's affecting all of that?
So the thing is that, I mean, all these great works that we want to do now and the future are totally based on finance. And of course, we know how most of the things we use, we're an import-based economy, bring in a lot of things. So we still rely heavily on the dollar. But the thing is that, so that's one side of it. But the other beautiful side is that our films are now going to big platforms, Netflix, Amazon Prime. So that means these films are going all around the world. Also means that we can get bigger returns for these films. Now, there are also people who are seeing, people are coming to invest. We have lots of people who want to create content from Africa. So there's that money coming in. So we can also see that there would be a balance. As we keep on getting better in our craft and churning out better movies, there are people who will come and invest. And as long as these movies can go around the world, I mean, we're no longer centered and, you know, just holding Nigeria down alone. Now we're going around the world. So the money will begin to come back. And like I said, Actor Guilds of Nigeria is also working. A couple of years too. It will be better for actors. It will be better for producers. Everybody will start feeding off that chain. It's going to get better and wider. So yes, good times are ahead. Really good times. Really good times.
I would definitely say one of the things we've successfully been able to export our movies
So and our music.
Yes, great.
Thank you so much, Dami. It's always a pleasure having you here on the show.
It is.
And you know how it is now. You are part of the family. You are a family of the show already. Family.
So we have breakfast
Yeah, we have
planned
breakfast
for you in the kitchen.
So let's go.
All right.
Ready?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
They say a bird in the bush with a broken.
That's a beautiful movie.
Yes, it is.
Well done.
It
And
is.
it's coming up when again?
November 3rd, all cinemas, Nigeria, nationwide, November 3rd.
Okay.
Everybody needs to go see these. Friends, family, enemies. You just go and spot yourself in the
Welcome to the kitchen, Dami. This is Chef K, and this morning he's made for you Alfredo chicken pasta.
So one thing I've learned is to, every time you guys invite me for the show, I've always learned to come fasting. So yeah. All right.
So you're ready to break your fast.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move this over to you while, so you just savor it, just look at it. I mean, admire it while Chef tells us exactly what's on an inside.
All right.
Yeah, Chef, you want to tell us?
So a lot of love and...
yeah, exactly. Just tell us how we put this together.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Okay, so yeah. So can you start again? So that as you talk, I'll pick the... Oh, yeah, from me. Okay. Alfredo pasta.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, so there's a lot of... there's a real cream that went into it. What are you tasting? What are you tasting, Dami?
Okay,
you're still savoring.
Some creamy goodness.
Okay. Is this something that you'd want to take all? You want to finish it?
Yeah, keep on going, yeah.
Okay.
Well, tell me about it.
Here is us wishing you the best. Well done. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on Nigeria.
That's it on the show today.
Thank you so much, and this is really good.
All right, that's it on the show today. We will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.